Hello, this is Game Wolf Plays Crystal Caves Episode 3, Milo vs. the Supernova, which I suppose is based on Joe vs. the Volcano, a Tom Hanks movie. Anyway, yeah, more Crystal Caves. This is what the people didn't ask for. Well, I asked for it. This game is not shareware, if I needed to remind you again. But if you're new here, which you probably aren't because I put these all in a row, Crystal Caves being the puzzle platformer where you get the crystals because you're greedy and you want to get rich quick and yada yada yada. This time, however, well, besides Galactic Cablevision, this time, an obvious scam artist is going to sell Milo some real estate. The real estate in the future being buying entire solar systems, which I don't doubt, but this is assuming we can colonize space at all, like I keep talking about. Finally, I'd seen the light. Yeah, he's into a cult. I also think the ship's log has been going, like, the last digit is equivalent to the episode number. So, 93, episode 3, 92, etc. I'm going to trade in the ship. It's like, well, I don't know when this game takes place. I'm assuming it's like, he does this all in one day. So, this is a course of 3 days. He's not even bothering with the Earth this time. He's just going to blow it up just so he can go through it. This is the epitome of laziness. It's like, man, instead of actually steering, I'm just going to blow up planets directly in front of me. That's the way to travel. It's not. Just so you know. Anyway, Galactic, one last time. See, he knows it's the last time. He's foreshadowing his own things. He should probably be like, I'm doing this again, hope it's the last time. But if he knows it's the last time, then he's already read the script. Interesting thing about this hub, which they fix in HD, is that if you go to the top left too soon, you're going to get soft locked and you'll have to start a whole game over. A save file won't save you either. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. So, yeah, don't go I saved the top left for last for that reason. Winners don't use drugs! This level is funny for a couple of reasons. One, there's falling rocks. Two, there's a lot of lifts, which means I'm bound to get hit, probably sometime. And there's only one crystal in this level, so that's why I made this the first one for this session, because that's just funny. It's like, damn it, I only need the one crystal. Why weren't there any more? I was told there'd be more. And we got a lot of the bonus eggs are just near each other. And early on, as per usual, I'm trying to conserve ammo, so if there's something I don't have to kill, I will save my energy. Don't worry, though. It's not going to be a problem for too long. But in the early game, I always conserve my shots because I don't know how much I'm actually going to get. Once I have a safe number of about like 25 or so, I'm like, alright, it should be okay to waste as many shots as I want. Something you have to think of in the long term. You can't just go all willy-nilly in these levels. Although, presumably, you could start each level with 0 shots and see if it's possible to do. I wouldn't recommend it. And there's at least one DOS game where ammo conservation is absolutely essential, so... yeah. Falling rocks, winners don't use drugs. Not pictured here, winners using drugs. But yep, that's the one crystal. The one crystal to rule them all! Also, the crystals in this episode are all round, so they're opals, or perhaps they're Mancala stones. Whatever they are. They're great. They're food! And no, these crystal values never really change. Recently, in the episode 4 in the HD re-release, I think they actually gave a different crystal type. I forgot what it is, because this is relatively recent, about a few months ago from this recording. Anyway, I hope they finish that. I mean, like, because besides the bug fixing, you know, making the crystal different for episode 4 is necessary, I hope they have, like, this episode creator, because... then the workshop for that game, this game, will go fucking crazy. I think people are ready and willing to do it, but I don't know, maybe there's something they have to handle first, like probably story text and stuff. I imagine that's probably what they have to worry about, is the dialogue. Excuse me. I got an S. S rank. S is for strawberry shortcake. Right, so... now we got to get the one crystal now that I've hit the one lever. You call them levers or levers? That's up to you. taking the space trolley in space. Interesting faucet, considering it's too high up for it to... Yeah. I think it's because the drop is off screen, because you don't usually make a level in which the faucet is so high up above the ground that you never see the faucet drop, so I guess it's just not going to work. Yep, okay. It just fell, so maybe if I go back up there, I'll drop another one. Probably something they did in the HD remake was to make sure that it kept going regardless of it being off screen, which is an okay decision. Also, some of the stuff is timed the same, too, as opposed to waiting for you to get on screen. Alright, another Green Pipes level. This is actually easier than the one in Episode 2. Oh yeah, speaking of Episode 2. Yeah, Episode 2 is the only episode with that one little tornado bit. Episode 3 doesn't have that, so Episode 2 gets a little special thing all to itself. Alright, I guess. As usual, the air tank should not be shot. I only point this out because this has, like, this air tank, or oxygen tank, is like the shortest pipes in it. You should never submit a Crystal Cave level unless you have the air tank. It's just tradition. Robots are here. They are oh god. Ouch. You can imagine some depths going into this. I mean, I didn't need to practice too much, because it really only took me a few tries at maximum per level, so... I really can just go into this without worrying about it too much, even without remembering what paths to take on some of these, because at least once or twice I get soft-locked because I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. That's okay, though. That's just how it be, how it do. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, we're gonna use the mushroom to kill those things instead of wasting my ammo. Never mind the wasting. Oh, and you can forget about me getting all the treasure. Nope. That's for you to do, and for you to do on your own some. Dun, 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 dun. All those people doing the extra runs with, like, dragon coins and Kong letters and all that stuff. You do that. I'll do it on my own time. Anytime you want to do something extra to extend the game's life, go for it. I won't stop you. I'm just saying you don't have to. There we go, we get all 4 colors. Now that we've seen them all, that's all the crystals we're getting. All 12 crystals! Not explain why the crystals are different each time. My guess is that, you know, after you sell a batch, a trading post is like, alright, those are too common now, give us some different ones. And that's what he does. Oh, I'm Milo, and I'm a spelunker. Yeah, the prototypical game to a Spelunky, you might say. Without all the procedural generation. Before you ask, there will not be any procedurally generated LPs. Because of the nature of them. Seeing as you could play them forever, practically. Not that's a bad thing, no, it's an interesting thing, but it's also because that means there isn't actually level design. It's just based on the computer choosing bits for you. That doesn't always work out, or is interesting. Like, it's like having a robot artist. You really can't. You have to have artificial intelligence in order to have art, I think. Hence the art in artificial. Yes, shooting from below defeats my enemies. I may have mentioned this once, but if you hit the wall and there's like an explosion, you know, as in you miss something, if an enemy runs into it, it'll still get hit. So, it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world as we know it, and I don't feel fine. Keeping it going, keeping it surreal. Let's come on down to Clown Town. Ah, speaking of Clown Town, this entire level is hidden blocks, so we're going to spend a lot of time falling down while I try to get all of them. So that I have actual places to jump to. And it's hinted by where the gems are and other things, so... Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So, credit on the level design for this one. That is hilarious. I can't imagine a Mario level being like that. It's like, alright, in order to get anywhere, you're going to have to hit all these hidden blocks. You fucker. Alright. You know, fair is fair. And we got the bonus eggs. We got the meatball men. Spaghetti underneath men. I can't help but I missed a block somewhere, but we'll get to that. It's probably... Yeah. The jumps can't be impossible, so it's somewhere. Really, the hint that these blocks exist are always these up arrows, even though sometimes the up arrows signify something else. Sometimes, but usually they do, is an indicator that there's hidden blocks, as you put the up arrows in. Just an FYI. The chains of existence, throwing my hidden blocks down into my hidden alcove, my hidden enclave. The Dave Enclave. Yes. I remember so fondly those times with the grass and the mushrooms. Those times where the red boxes glowed upon our ephemeral essences. That is what I was thinking of just now, just then. At this moment in time. At this moment in place. Roy Borealis! That's right. Not picturing this game. Okay. I'm gonna have to kill the Triceratops because I want its egg. Egg the searing egg. Eggo. Eggo my Lego, eggo my whammoo. Yep. I said that. I made that reference. What are you gonna do about it? This looks like a job for Wham! That's right. Dun, 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 dun. That's one of those things where I know they sound good, I just forgot what the tracks were already. But I'll listen to it and be like, oh yeah, that's good. So, tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself as I have a podcast with myself. Which makes me think, I think there's people that do solo podcasts, which are just like the ultimate in the monologue experience. I guess LPs are essentially that, the way I'm doing it, but, you know, talking to yourself a lot, might think you're crazy, but no. With the podcast, you need someone to rub off on, but also, like, special guests, but I think the thing with that is, like, you know, I've been thinking about doing it. It's not like it's hard to do, you know, come with interview questions and topics of discussion, but, you know, really got to find people to match up with and, like, screening people. You can't just talk to anyone off the street, you know. It's not due to fame, it's just due to, like, you know, you don't know how people are going to act. But when you're recording it and not doing it live, then you can just be like, all right, we're not taking this, leave this place immediately. So I'm wondering if there's, like, outtakes of people interviewing guests that really didn't get with the program. I'm sure it's happened. But you're never going to see evidence of it because it's crap. Don't give up. Well, the crystals were on top of the exit. Don't diss me. But, you know what? Since I don't have the green thing in the background, that's a good indicator of knowing that you don't have all the crystals anyway. Except I think it only signals it to you once per level. So, Eyeball Man, he has returned. This episode has a lot of the Blue Pac-Man. I'm not sure why, but it has a lot of them. More than I would expect. So they're going to be annoying. Time to leave this place that I'm leaving, that this place is leaving. Up next, you son of a bitch. Get off my couch. Up next. Ooh, gravity pills and pistol pill. Excuse me. Yeah. So we're going to have to want to time it. You're going to have to want it. Yeah, we're going to need to kill the meatballs, I suspect. Let's see what's up here real quick, though. Ah, a bunch of blue mushrooms for hollow pointage. Because when I eat something, I feel like $1,000. I'm one of those 1,000 heirs you've heard so much about. That's a good thing. It's like, how many people do you know are just 1,000 heirs? I think I know a lot of people like that. It's a good, hello, you're basically surviving because you have a spare 1,000. Let's keep it PG. Alright. I'll leave the bottom one alone. I'm going to have to be mindful of the freaking... Ah, that's why I needed the power pistol, is to get rid of the killer Barneys. So, yeah. Alright, we're good then. Yep, so even if you don't kill the meatball men, make sure you kill the purple dinosaurs. That's the requirement of that. In fact, there has been no power-up that has been not required in these levels. You always need the power-up in some shape, form, or fashion. Fashion for passion! Oh, there's 2 gravity pills. Okay, so I wasn't just saying that for no reason. The reason that's there is because where you're going to take the first gravity pill is where the red lever is, so you're going to have to come back down and then take the second gravity pill to come back. Yep. Planned it. There's also going to be a lot of falling down because these are the tougher jumps of the game. Secret Agents Episode 3 is some pretty tough jumps, if I remember right, too. Wow! I think... What was the developer of this game? Frank Madden, I think? Yeah, I think Frank Madden is the main developer of Crystal Caves and Secret Agent. So, thanks to that guy. I mean, it's not like... This game isn't revolutionary, it's just fun. So enjoy the essence of DOS. Well, the essence of before when, like, things were, like, really ramping up. This is more like the traditional, you just need DOS. Although I wonder if Crystal Caves HD would have acted more like a source port. I mean, technically it doesn't really have to. But in a way, I suppose maybe it is. Like, instead of having to port the levels, you just, like, redesign them for there. I think also someone has redesigned the Secret Agent levels to work on the Crystal Caves thing, because they're pretty much... They're practically the same game. So, I might have to look into that myself. Assuming person has made all of them. For all 4 episodes. I don't know if he's translated the 4th one. But I'm assuming maybe... If he hadn't, I would just do it myself just for a fun project that doesn't have really any significance, because that's something I do. Like, one time... I feel like maybe I've talked about this, but one time, there's this game called Laser Tank, which is just a puzzle game with a tank that shoots things with lasers. And, you know, it's kind of Sokoban-like. So, there's this other game, I think it's called Escape. And I thought, well, maybe I could recreate the first level, and I kind of did. But it wasn't going to get good ratings, because I was just doing an experiment. I didn't realize it was going to get saved on the internet. So, it's just there forever now. And people have commented, oh, this level sucks, or, wait, this is just that, yeah. That's the only reason I did it. It really wasn't supposed to be something to appreciate. I just wanted to translate level mechanics into other ones. I don't know any other people who've done this. Or like, you know, there's this project where Doom levels get turned to Duke Nukem 3D levels. That kind of thing. I don't know if this is an effective programming exercise, but it helps you understand the difference in things. Okay, looks like that's the first 4 levels of this set. I will see you next time.